This is the Inferno Demon Lord, and it's an extremely overpowered boss, having 15 times the health of a Wither, 10 times the damage of a normal Blaze, and on top of that, only damageable with two of the most expensive items on this Minecraft server, which you may be familiar with called Hypixel Skyblock. But in my quest to become as powerful as I can, I've had to do all sorts of crazy things, like killing 200,000 Endermen for plus 5 HP, or breaking millions of glass blocks just for a bit of coins. So I'm not about to shy away from this grind. Now, without further ado, it's time to spend 250 hours of my life left-clicking blazes in Minecraft. But before I can even attempt a tier 4 blaze boss, I'm gonna need some upgrades, and for anybody that doesn't play Skyblock, here's why. In order to get the maximum rewards for Blaze Slayer, I need to kill the tier 4 version of this boss not once, but 2,000 times, and with my current gear it would be way too inefficient, so my current goal now is to upgrade my armor. That way I can have a bit more health for surviving against Inferno Demon Lords. But for all of this, I need money. And what was my method going to be? Well, killing 10,000 Endermen. This is the tier 4 Void Gloom, which is basically the Inferno Demon Lord but for Endermen. And each time you kill it, there's a small chance that you can drop a Judgment Core, which sells for 300 million coins on the auction. And in addition to that, my RNG meter was almost at 100%, which basically means that in a little bit of grinding, I would automatically drop a core. And with this money, I could buy some much needed upgrades for my Crimson armor. And now, since all that stood between me and 300 mil was killing a couple thousand Endermen, I got to work. Okay, day 1 of the grind, and we're doing Enderman Slayer. Now at my stage in the game, Enderman Slayer, for me at least, is pretty boring, but I'll suffer through it because at the end of the day, a Judgment Core is 300 million coins. But hours of killing Endermen can take a toll on anyone, and without the help of Speed Silver's mega videos, I probably would have gone insane. But speaking of which, in one of his Skyblock videos, he said that if literally everybody new or unsubscribed subscribes, it can make a video absolutely explode. So if you want to help me do more crazy stuff like this, just hit the subscribe button. Anyways, that core was all I was going for, but just a couple bosses before the guaranteed one, this happened. Oh my god. Another Judgment Core? Now you might be asking, what's so special about this? Well, this was not my guaranteed Judgment Core. This was just another one that had come right before it. I'm gonna get 2 Judgment Cores today then. Oh my god, what is this luck? I was like, you know, just chilling and I dropped this? Another, like, bruh. Afterwards, I was able to drop the second Judgment Core and listed both of them on the auction house for 298 million coins each. And now that I had some money, I was prepared to go all out on the armor upgrades. But instead, while I was waiting for my Judgment Cores to sell, I got a message that would completely change the course of this journey. So, it's been a little while since I dropped the Judgment Cores, but I just got back on because my co-op started spamming me, and he said that Derpy is coming soon. So yeah, in 2 weeks Derpy will be mayor, and for anybody that doesn't know, for a week he will double minion output and grant 50% more skill XP, but he will also close the auction house and double mob health. But what I'm really interested in is the first 2 perks, because if I spend all of my money right now into minions, then I'll be kinda broke now, but by Derpy I'll be a lot richer than I was before, and that's kinda what we need, you know? Okay, so yeah, we're gonna do this, guys, and the minions I'm gonna be using are ice minions. Ice minions give a ton of pet XP, and so if I use this to level up a bunch of pets, I could sell them for a lot more at max level and get a lot of profit. Okay, ice minions are done crafting, and it only took about 10 mil, which is, you know, kind of nice, but knowing my luck, everything else is going to be like 10 times more expensive. Okay, now it's time for the mithril infusions, which are going to cost me 136 million coins total for 30 of them. Basically, they increase the minion speed by 10%, which is pretty good, but they're also like 5 mil each, so that's kind of bad. After combining all of the minions in the mithril infusions, I thought I was finished. But then I remembered that ice minions go all the way up to tier 12, not tier 11, and in order to get tier 12 ice minions, you need 9,000 North Stars in total. And the only way to get North Stars are by giving gifts to other Skyblock players, and who knows how much this would cost. Okay, we're gonna start out with, just a couple stacks of red gifts, and hopefully this is enough. It was in fact not enough, because I ended up spending a ton of money, 181 million coins in total on gifts. And now for the fuel, the catalysts, which look like they're going to be the most expensive of the bunch. Yikes. Okay, 234 million coins, and we need to use our own bits to upgrade these into hyper catalysts. Okay, so this is definitely the most expensive part, because as you can see here, 360 million coins this is total valued at. I've already placed all of the ice minions down, as you can see, and I also followed a tutorial, and this is the pattern that makes them most efficient. I don't know why, but yeah. Alright, this is the last stack of hyper catalysts, and there we go. Every single minion is fueled up. The fuel is gonna run out in a couple weeks when Derpy is here, and now it's time to wait. Okay, and I'm going to buy this level 149 golden dragon right here for 795 mil, which is a pretty good deal. And I'm gonna level up this and maybe one other pet during Derpy. And now that the minions are fully finished, there's nothing to do but wait. And while I wait, there's something I've been wanting to complete for a while now, which is maxing out all of the slayers. Right now you've seen 2 out of the 6 slayer bosses, and the only type I haven't maxed out besides Blaze is the wolf bosses. And now is the perfect time to do so. But of course, like everything, maxing it out will take at least 15 hours of my life. Hopefully I'll also be getting some rare drops along the way, and that will make it worth it if I have good luck. Little did I know that my luck would go from good to god tier mode during this. Okay, so that happened. I've been doing Sven's for very little time, so yeah, whatever. Second overflux, but whatever. Sadly, it did reset my meter. It was at 175k XP, but whatever, it's fine. Okay, I've been at it now, and 5,000 wolves killed, which is insane, but I think I can easily max this before I hit Sven 9. Okay, so, day 1 is over. We have a lot of progress made. As you can see here, 11% to an overflux, even though I dropped one today and reset the meter. We started the day with 540,000 XP, and now we're at 700, so that's a lot. We're actually pretty close to 1 million. Still gonna take a couple days and a lot of grinding in those couple days, but still. And as for the loot, first of all, let me just sell this right now. 8 million coins in wolf teeth, which is pretty crazy. Sell that right there. And yeah, 113 million coins. I dropped 3 forging XP boosts, 3 Kocha ruins, which sucked, salmon bait, red claw egg, and then of course the overflux capacitor. Anyways, I'm gonna go now, and hopefully I can get more progress tomorrow. Okay, so day 2 of doing Sven's. Yesterday around this time I got the overflux, and I'm hoping for another one today because I'm gonna need a lot of money for Blaze Slayer. Also guys, Derpy is in 16 hours. There it is, 10,000 wolf kills. I knew I would hit it eventually, and now it's just time to get Sven 9, and then I'm done. No way! It happened again, another overflux, what? No way. Okay. So 2 overfluxes in 2 days. It reset my meter again, but like, who cares about that? 266k stored XP, which is sad, but whatever. Okay, so day 2 is over, and in 2 hours it's actually Derpy. So I didn't do that much more today, but I did drop basically the same amount of loot as yesterday, because yeah, I did drop another overflux. Tomorrow will be Derpy, which means I can hopefully finish Sven 9. Mobs will have double health, so I may not be able to one-tap, but that's only like 5 seconds more. And now we're at 894,000 Sven XP, so basically just 100k XP left to go, and then we're done with Sven and on to Blaze Slayer. The next day was Derpy, and immediately I went back to the Howling Caves to do some final wolf bosses. And then, after so many hours of grinding, Wolf Slayer was maxed out. Okay, I didn't realize, but we got Sven Slayer level 9! That is very nice. We got so much loot from this, but sadly because everybody is doing Sven's during Derpy, the prices might lower, but whatever, I wanted to save them for the video. If we look here, reached max level. I never thought that I'd be sweaty enough to hit Sven 9, but here we go. There we go. Skyblock level 362 to 364. And now the only Slayer left is Blaze Slayer, but it's Derpy, so I can't really progress on that right now. But now that Derpy was here, I could finally claim my minions, which have been sitting down for over 3 weeks. Okay, we're starting off with the level 151 G-Drag. Hopefully I can level up this one and at least one more with these minions. Okay, we're gaining so much XP, and not including the money that this is giving too. Okay, this is actually pretty insane. This is so many levels. And my EXP share golden dragon leveled up to 200, so that's pretty insane. Bro, this is actually insane the amount of XP you're getting, and everybody in the co-op gets it too. Okay, that's it, and we leveled 1 G-Drag from level 150 to 170. And we also got an EXP share G-Jag to level 200, but that was already at level 199. Also, if you're wondering, I was holding this 2 billion coin drill while I was collecting all of the ice minions for a tiny bit more XP, so thank you. But unfortunately, because of golden dragon prices being a bit lower than they were when I originally placed the minions, I'd only made about 560 mil, which, if you don't remember the minion costs themselves, is actually negative profit, but at least I got most of my money back, and after Derpy, I could sell everything and finally have some money again. The rest of Derpy was pretty uneventful, since all I did was a couple side quests that would help me a little bit for Inferno Demon Lords, but not much. And once Derpy was over, I was free to sell all of my hard-earned wolf drops, ice minion loot, and everything I had stored up. I was finally rich again. Lastly was just the grind of me beating one of the hardest bosses in the game for its teeth, and then I had everything I needed to assemble the best armor in Skyblock. Today is the day, guys. We're gonna upgrade our Crimson armor, hopefully make it really good for Blade Slayer, and it's gonna cost a lot. First is God Roll Crimson Boots, and with this I can spawn the boss a lot faster, and also get a lot more drops because of the magic find. Same thing with the leggings, but each of these are like 300 million coins. Now I just have to do a little bit of combining to get the stats up, and I already have the chestplate and the helmet, so this is pretty good. Now for the second part, which is applying stars to it, and each of these will increase the stats by like 1% or something, which isn't that much, but over time you can see a difference. That was kind of expensive, and I still have to do it with the leggings and the chestplate. Now, for the fuming potato books, each of these will give a tiny bit more health, and this will be good for surviving against Inferno Demon Lords. Honestly though, at the end of the day, I doubt I'll ever feel the change, but it's good to have. And now for the ultimate enchant, Legion 5, 33 million coins per book, so 100 mil total because I already have it on one piece. Really, there's no practical use for this, but I will be using this armor in other situations, and Legion might be good then. I actually forgot about all of the regular enchantments, so we're putting Growth 6 and Protection 6 on this, which is pretty expensive. And there's also some other things, but those aren't really that important. And now I'm kind of broke, but luckily, I still have a second G-Drag that hasn't sold yet. Okay, and now, you claim this. 2.3 billion coins, sheesh. Wait, but I just realized you put 1 bill in the bank here, and we only have 1.3 bill. Oh my god, I spent way too much money on this armor. And now, the best part, time to test everything out. Hopefully, this wasn't a bust, and I actually get, you know, some good boss times. Okay, boss is spawning. We're gonna safe spot this up here, and I'm really skill issued at this, but hopefully I can still make it work. I'm actually losing a lot of health, so, okay, second phase, kind of struggling here health-wise, but, hopefully we can... Okay, never mind. It turns out that even with some of the best gear in the game, you're still not that good, and so I kept dying to these bosses. And that's why I made the decision to buy a bunch of Vanquished equipment. Not only would it give me a lot more survivability, but I would also be getting 10% more damage on the Nether Islands, which is where I spawn the bosses. Okay, this is very good. We're in the last stage of the boss, all because of the new equipment probably. Hopefully we can kill it too. Yo, we did it, guys. Now my bosses are extremely slow, but it's better than dying to them in the first place, and I think just doing Blade Slayer like this, I could get a decent amount of money, and then I can buy the daggers for Blade Slayer, which can cut my boss times by basically in half. So now the grind had truly started, and I was even getting some good drops along the way. Bruh, why do Wilson's engineering plans even exist? They're the rarest boss drop from Inferno Demon Lord, basically like a Judgment Core, except it's only 6 mil. Oh, and I actually realized that I still have a decent amount of money, which is enough to buy one of the Blaze Daggers, so big purchase coming in, 900 million coins. Now I'm really starting to become a Blaze Slayer pro. Okay, a couple tries later, and yeah, this is a pretty good improvement. I think we improved by around 20 seconds, and we also got a pretty rare duplex book, which is a free 15 mil or something. After a while, I was able to cut my boss times down even more to 53 seconds, and could finally afford the second tier 3 Blaze Dagger. So, you know what it is. We're buying the second Blaze Dagger, 1.15 bill, which is a bit expensive, but it also has a lot of good enchants on it. And now we have the basically maxed out Blaze Slayer setup, 2 of the most expensive weapons in the entire game. Sheesh, and some of the most expensive armor in the entire game. Okay, quick demonstration with my new daggers. This boss is pretty easy now, and, you know, there's also this guy that's being really annoying, but we'll just ignore him for now. Anyways, we kill the demons extremely quick because of the tier 3 daggers. Slap the boss a couple more times, and pretty soon he's in his third phase. Get rid of his minions, and then now for the hardest phase, because it's really easy to die in this setup. Hold out our Daedalus Axe for more magic find, and boom. Okay, yeah, see, I told you so. Okay, less than 200k XP, and then Blaze 9, and then that's all of our Slayers done. Sheesh. I just realized I did not have a very important talisman equipped, the Vampire Dentist Relic, which basically gives you a ton more healing, and this should make Blaze bosses even better, because right now I'm kinda dying to them. Okay, yeah, I can definitely feel it. Basically, every time we hit a mob, we heal a ton. Also, my bosses now are like 47 seconds, and I'm making a ton of money too. Okay, I left a ton of progress out because basically you just do this boss over and over again, but we're approaching Blaze Slayer level 9, and finally this like 1 month grind, over 200 hours, it'll finally be finished. 6,000 XP left, and then Blaze 9 is over. Sheesh. Definitely one of the longest grinds I've done so far. Every single Slayer, even E-Man, has taken less time than this. So yeah, I just can't wait to get this done, even though it is really profitable, but after a while it gets boring. Now, one more boss. Oh my god. Okay, this is it. Such a long grind this was, but you know, like, possibly I may even do Blaze Slayer after Blaze 9, because it's just so profitable, and it's pretty fun still. Okay, here we go. Sheesh, so long this took. Here it is. 7 health. Some useless perk, that's literally useless, but the 150 Skyblock XP. Finally, this grind is over. Max level. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Didn't have the sound on, but there we go. We should level up in Skyblock XP. If we switch lobbies, maybe? Level 369. GG. And now that this 250-hour grind is over, let's look at the loot. Here is all of the loot that I got from all of the Blaze bosses, besides a couple things because I did have to use a lot of the money to pay for the daggers. So yeah, I did sell some things along the way, but without further ado, first chest, 400 million coins. The Duplex books, the Archer Ultimate Enchant, some Scorched books, Power Stones for talismans, a bunch of Mana Disintegrators, a bunch of Smoldering Enchanted books, Fire Aspect 3 Enchanted books, and some Scorched Power Crystals. This is 150 mil. The crazy rare drops, by the way, these are all like as rare as Judgment Cores and are like 1 million coins and 10 million coins. These say they're 50 mil, but that's just market manipulated, so it's just like 1 mil. And then a bunch of Archfiend dice. I sold the high class Archfiend dice along the way because those were really good money, and like I said, I did use the dice to pay for the daggers. Finally, a bunch of distillates for a surprising 100 million coins. What? By now, if you're still watching, then thank you very much, but also, that probably means that you like my videos a lot, so here's a playlist of my best videos according to me. You can binge watch them all right now, and for the first one, I'll just tell you, it's a stupid one.